και υπάρχει μια αμάχητη πραγματικότητα. Αν θέλεις να λύσεις το πρόβλημα, πρέπει να κοιτάξεις και έξω από το χώρο που σου δημιουργεί, δηλαδή έξω από το κάδρο. Και στην οικονομία η λύση του κάδρου βρίσκεται εκτός των σύνορων της χώρας. Είναι η μία άποψη. Η δεύτερη άποψη λέει ότι αν βιάζεσαι να πετύχεις κάτι, πας μόνος. Αν στην πραγματικότητα θέλεις να πας μακριά και να μείνεις, να βγάλεις ρίζες, τότε θέλεις παρέα. Και καμία παρέα δεν είναι ποτέ δύσκολη αν ο στόχος έχει πάντα αποτέλεσμα. Δηλαδή κάτι σαν το χρυσό μαλλοδέρας. Τώρα θα μου πει τι άλμα λογικής είναι αυτό. Δεν είναι άλμα λογικής, είναι άλμα γεωγραφίας, διότι είχαμε κάνει μια συζήτηση εκτός σταθμού με έναν νεαρό διπλωμάτη, με τον πρέσβη της Γεωργίας, με τον Ντάβιτ Μπακραντάτζε. Δεν το είπα πολύ σωστά, θα το διορθώσει ο άλλος στη συνέχεια, για τις δυνατότητες που υπάρχουν στο να έχουμε επικοινωνιακές, επιχειρηματικές επαφές με αυτή την χώρα που τόσο πολύ λίγα ξέρουμε. Your Excellency, thank you very much for accepting this invitation, and please, can you pronounce your name the right way?
So thank you very much for having me here. It's David Bakradze. The J is the unusual.
My apologies, but I'm not. Yes. So let's make use of our little time we have with us. Can you give us a general, panoramic, economical view of Georgia?
Absolutely. As I said, thank you very much for having me here, Mr. Samaras. To start with, I would like to present my country in brief, which is an ancient country which has very strong historic and cultural ties with Greece, starting with the
Jason, yes, Colchida,
exactly, starting with
the Golden Fleece.
Golden Fleece, and it dates 3,500 years ago, the relations that Georgia and Greece must have had at that time. And the people residing in our territories.
There is an osmosis, inter-century osmosis, because Greeks and Georgians, they are doing so well that we trust our mummies and the grandmummies to the help of Georgian ladies, and they are all happy. But carry on, please.
That is very, very good to hear, and we really appreciate after the collapse of Soviet Union at the late 19th, it was the devastating period for Georgian economy, and a lot of immigrants have come to Greece, and Greece has hosted them, and we appreciate that from the Greek people.
But for mutual interest, it's not only for your part and for the Greek part also, because as I said, the quality of your citizens, it's remarkable good.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but moving from this, let's go, because
now we are using this potential to build a very forward-looking country with economic growth of this year's estimation is for 6.5% of economic growth. And it was thanks to the reforms that are undergoing now in Georgia, and that is how I want to use this opportunity to present my country, to present the reforms that are going there to the Greek audience, to the Greek businessmen.
I had the feeling, Your Excellency, that your governor in Tiflis, you're pronouncing different your capital. They value very much the presentation of Georgia in Greece, because I had the feeling that, or the information that the Athens embassy, it's one of the first, second or third in all your foreign representatives.
Yes, we have, let's say, quite a big embassy for the country like Georgia. As long as we value this relationship that we have, and we are at the disposal of Greek business person interested in the relations of Georgia, and I hope to present my country so that bilateral relations and mutual interests will be raised in the Greek population.
So let's start from the beginning. Georgian National Investment Agency, the well-known GNIA.
This is the first, let's say, one-stop shop for every foreign investor, foreign businessman to start relations with Georgia. But I will start with the policy of the government, which can be, let's say, divided in different directions. First and the most important is that Georgia is building a liberal economy, liberal market economy. We have very flexible, free and fair taxation system, which only in the world. We are fourth least burdened countries by taxes.
This is very important.
Yes, it is.
According to what happened to our taxation system, yes.
Other than that, yes, we have very efficient and anti-corruption and pro-business government, which...
working peace, you have a working peace. I mean, a lot of stop, they don't want to protest. Do you have such things, or things are...
No, because now the government of Georgia is the rule of law and the free judiciary is one of the priorities. In Georgia, we are now in a process of establishment of arbitrary court, which means that there will be an impartial place to compete if there are some questions raised after the business communication. So it's, let's say, the environment is more than friendly for everyone. What I should mention is that Georgia is the 8th in the world as easy to do business. So in Georgia, for example, the registration of the business is the easiest in the world, because it needs 24 hours, very small number of documents, and after 24 hours you can just start your business.
Ambassador Bakradze, let's make it focus on the Greek-Georgian, Georgian-Greek relations.
Okay.
What the Greeks can sell or buy from Georgia? And then I return the question, you put it the other way.
Absolutely. The thing is that I think that the priorities that has been announced by the government of Georgia fall under the interest of Greek businessmen, because the priorities are agriculture, priorities are infrastructural development, it's an energy sector, and it's tourism. I will, let's say, present each of them to the Greek audience. For example, as you know, Georgia is first of all, to present a country which might not look very interesting because of its population of around 4.5 million. It's not that. We are increasing our market by free trade agreements that we have with the CIS countries, that we have with Turkey, that we have now after the 27th of June with we have deep and comprehensive free trade area agreement with the EU as well. Mm-hmm. So this is not only the place and market of 4.5 million.
It's a kind of hub, of business hub, yes.
Exactly, due to our geopolitical location, which is on the crossroad of north and south of Asia and Europe. We are building, and we are, let's say, forming our policy on becoming an hub for the region. Therefore, our infrastructural development is concentrating on deep sea ports. As you know, Georgia has an seaports on the Black Sea, and we are now building the new deep sea port. We are continuing our efforts to have the big highway which will connect starting from China. Yes.
So, do you think that Georgians can sell the goods? Because for any business transaction, both parts must end up happy, because otherwise it won't work. So, what do you think? What ideas you've got or experience of that? What Georgians can do, sell, invest, or doing business synergies, investing synergies with the Greek. Can you give us a quick picture, because we don't have very much time?
Absolutely. The main direction, I think, is agriculture, in which Greece has very good experience, has good know-how. I have had personal experience of dealing with the Greek businessmen who would let's say, share its experience with the
They're very
Georgia.
generous in.
Absolutely, because in Georgia now government is investing a lot. We have a co-investment fund, which now is a private fund of $6 billion US, which can be used for bilateral projects that can be in energy sector, in infrastructural development, etc. There is a fund of 1 billion for the agriculture only, which means that some good projects can be implemented in Georgia by the Greek businessmen as well. There is different opportunities.
Can you specify a little bit in which Greek project?
For example, I could say that some production lines can be diversified to Georgia, where it's very easy, as you have introduced, and I appreciate that, hardworking Georgian people. I will add to that average salary in Georgia is $377 US nowadays per month, and Georgian government is working to have their qualifications as compatible to the EU standards as possible. Therefore, this workforce and Georgia is becoming the energy transit hub in the region, as we are not only transiting the Caspian Sea energy, but we are also having and becoming the self-sufficient in energy sector, and our price on electricity is very compatible and 50% less than in the region.
Ambassador, do you think that will be interesting for mutual interest to have some Greek businessmen visiting, organized to Georgia and meet the Chamber of Commerce or representatives of big government or private institutions, and the other way to have Georgians coming to Greece?
In that sense, I would just openly present and offer our services as an embassy to become the first point to start the dealing with the Georgian government authorities. Also, other than that, they are most welcome to visit Georgia directly. As you know, we have visa-free regime for the EU citizens for up to 90 days, and they can visit and start visiting with the Georgian National Investment Agency, as you have presented, which serves the one-stop shop for the foreign businessmen to visit. Also, the Chamber of Commerce, Georgian Chamber of Commerce, who would be, I'm sure, happy to arrange B2B meetings and meetings with the state officials as well.
Now, since you mentioned the Georgian Chamber of Commerce, this program, which is business with no borders, will be very pleased if we can organize a Skype interview with the president of the Georgian Chamber of Commerce, and we can have him express his views, or creating the little corridor which could be a highway between those two countries. Because as I told you when we were preparing this interview, how positively surprised I was from the information and the feelings they've got, which is quite important, because first you meet somebody and you accept him and you like it, and then you do business with him. This B2B story, it's a bit old now, and then we go to age, human to human. But I want to ask you a direct question. You said excellent things for a gentleman, for a new diplomat of your age. I believe in your youngsters, and I believe that you cannot buy two things, class and experience, but experience is a light you're wearing in the back of your head. So the power, the instrumentation of innovation that belongs to the young people will be your benefits for this relation. Have you been served in other countries before?
Yes, I have my experience of serving in the foreign service, which started with being the counselor and the deputy head of mission in the Georgian permanent mission in the UN office in Geneva and other international organizations. After that, I have served in the foreign ministry, and then I had 4 years being in charge of the Georgian diplomatic mission headed by Charge d'Affaires in Finland.
Yes. This is very important country. So, I have left with very few minutes, but I think it will be a good idea for your effort and for our viewers to address the Greek business community direct.
I will be happy to. Thank you very much for this opportunity. What I can say, first of all, the openness and transparency in the work and in the politics of the Georgian government, I hope is the one that you should try and be attracted to. As long as the taxation system is fair and easy to deal with, as long as Georgia is one of the easiest countries to do business with, and we are increasing the number of foreign direct investments in the country with our efforts to be one of the best countries in the world to deal with the corruption, as it is a fact already for the last several years. You are most welcome to start your communication with the Embassy of Georgia in Greece, as well as directly contacting your partners or friends in Georgia as well. So you are most welcome.
Your Excellency, thank you very much, not because you came here, because this is part of your job, but thank you for the information, this positive information you give us, which I believe that is the beginning of something good will come out. And we continue the history of those so many thousands years that when Jason arrived with his boat, you took good care of him and you helped him. So, Master, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
It was my pleasure.